Good morning, viewers, and welcome back to Iraqi Dinar, your number one source for breaking news, real analysis, clearest updates about Iraq's currency and economy. Today's headline has been sparking nonstop conversations across investor groups, online forums, social media feeds. Iraq Dinar dual rates EXPOs EA. The truth you UST know. This is the kind of story that gets people excited, confused, and sometimes mishealed. Here on this channel, we break down the noise, get rid of the rumors, put the facts on the table so you walk away informed and confident about what's really happening with the dinar. With ills. So let's start with the biggest question on everyone's mindy. Is it possible that there could be two exchange rates for the Iraqi dinar? One rate for certain groups or our private contracts and another lower rate for the general public? It sounds tempting. It sounds dramatic. Definitely keeps rumors alive, but what does reality actually say? To answer this clearly, let's go straight to one of the most recognized voices in the Iraqi dinar community, Frank 26. He was asked directly if it was possible for different people to receive different rates during any potential revaluation or adjustment of the dinar's exchange rate. His response wasn't vague, it wasn't sugar-coated, and it left no room for misinterpretation. He said, "No, there cannot be two different rates. Not for one group, for another." Now, think about why he was so firm. A dual exchange rate system would not only be illegal, it would throw the financial markets into complete chaos. Imagine a situation where one person walks into a bank and gets one rate, but the person behind them gets something entirely different. That's not only unfair, instantly destroy trust, spark lawsuits, and possibly collapse Iraq's entire banking credibility in a matter of hours. And beyond Iraq's borders, this would never fly internationally. The foreign exchange market works on the basic principle of transparency. One currency equals one value, no matter who's holding it. If Iraq tried to bypass that, the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, and global regulators would isolate them instantly. After years of reforms and hard work, Iraq cannot afford to sabotage its own financial progress by breaking one of the most important rules of the global system for the region. That's why Frank 26's words carry so much weight. He emphasized that there is only one rate, and when changes do happen, they will apply to everyone equally. Secret contracts, no backroom deals, no special groups. This wipes away so much of the false hope that keeps spreading online where people claim they've got inside access to a better rate. The reality is clear, is one exchange rate, and any change will be universal. But here's where things get interesting and maybe a little confusing for new investors. While dual rates are not legal, has dealt with something called a parallel market rate. This is when the official rate set by the Central Bank of Iraq differs from the street rate that people get at money changers. For years, that gap created confusion, instability, and plenty of speculation. Recently, though, has been laser focused on closing that gap and aligning the street market with the official rate. Why? Because stability builds investor trust. If Iraq wants to attract billions in foreign investment, integrate into global trade systems, and gain the confidence of institutions like the IMF, prove that its currency is transparent and reliable. A stable, unified rate is the only way forward. That's why reforms have been cracking down hard on dollar smuggling, tightening border controls, and controlling cash movement inside and outside the country. These steps aren't random. They're strategic moves to strengthen the dinar's credibility and show the world that Iraq is ready to be taken seriously on the financial stage. So when you hear people whispering about private groups getting special deals, remember those stories are nothing more than rumors, or in some cases, scams designed to play with your emotions. If someone is promising you a higher payout through a special contract, the safest move is to walk away. Transparency is the only real guarantee. And when Iraq makes an official change, you will hear it directly from the central bank, not from an internet chat room. Understanding this is critical. It keeps investors grounded in reality and protects them from being misled by hype. Yes, Iraq is moving forward with reforms. Yes, there's potential for the dinar to strengthen as the economy stabilizes. But no, there will never be two exchange rates for two groups of people. That idea collapses under the weight of global financial law. It might not be the fairy tale answer some people wanted to hear. It's the truth, and truth will always serve you better than chasing illusions. The real opportunity is not in rumors of special rates, in Iraq's overall growth potential. The country is rich in natural resources, has a young and ambitious workforce, is slowly integrating back into international markets. These are the real drivers of the dinar's future value. So where does that leave investors like you? It leaves you with clarity and direction. Stay focused on official news. Track Iraq's progress with its reforms. Follow the central bank's official announcements. This is the information that matters, not the noise. If you base your expectations on facts instead of fantasies, you'll be better prepared for whatever changes do come. And make no mistake, Iraq's direction is clear. The central bank is determined to build credibility, and credibility only comes from one stable, globally recognized rate. When the change happens, and it will be historic, and it will apply to everyone. Dual exchange rates might make for dramatic chatter, but they're not realistic, they're not legal, and they're not possible. Iraq has only one path forward. Path is stability through a single rate system. So as we wrap up today's discussion, let this be your takeaway. Don't chase rumors, fall for shortcuts, and don't get distracted by empty promises. The real story is Iraq's steady march toward financial credibility. When a change does happen, it won't be whispered in secret. It will be shouted on the world stage. And when that day comes, every dinar holder, whether in Baghdad, London, New York, will know at the same time. That's the truth, and that's the reality. Stay locked in with Iraqi Dinar, because we'll keep cutting through the speculation, delivering the facts, and keeping you ahead of the curve. If you found value in today's update, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more. Share this with others in the community who need real clarity in a sea of misinformation. This is Iraqi Dinar, your trusted source for news and analysis. We'll be right here every step of the way as this story continues to unfold.